Guessing at cooking increases the stress when you're unsure of the results to come. So it's hard to believe something until you can actually see it. But as I said before, if you believe it first, then you'll see it. So there are ways to quantify your cooking and eliminate your guessing. Things like medium heat. Rather than the hand hover, we can use something in nature that we know exists. Water evaporates at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius, so sprinkling a little water onto a sauté pan and watching it evaporates enables you to quantify how hot the pan is. You know it's at least at the boiling temperature of water. You can do this with your barbecue grill as well. The more violently it evaporates, the more quickly it evaporates, the hotter the pan is. This is a way to quantify. Or perhaps a small piece of food is used to test for temperature, like in pan frying. Don't put the whole chicken breast in there if the oil isn't ready. Perhaps it's just a crumb or two to see how it reacts. Same thing with roasting something in the oven. Take a small piece of what you're roasting and test it that way. At our catering company, we used to make hundreds or thousands of crab cakes in one big batch. So we don't just make them and then serve them. We need to test it, taste it first. And with raw egg, you can't just taste the whole batter. So we would cook one of the thousands of crab cakes, taste it, and adjust from there. Cooking, roasting a small piece first is a way to quantify. Another great way to quantify your cooking is get a digital scale and know your raw portions. I used to make an entire box of spaghetti, a 16-ounce, 1-pound box of spaghetti. For my wife and I, we would eat as much as we could, probably overeat, put the leftovers in the refrigerator, and eventually throw them out a few days later. So with my digital scale, I now weigh 8 ounces of dry pasta as the portion. We eat that, there's a little bit left over, I adjust it down. Now I know 5.3 ounces of dry pasta is a perfect portion. I get 3 meals out of a box of pasta rather than one overgorging one and then throwing out the leftovers. The same thing applies in the grocery store. When you go to the grocery store with a mind of portions, you know 4 5-ounce chicken breast each for your family. This helps you not overbuy at the grocery store. And your portioning, you should stick to it. If you buy a bag of frozen shrimp, even if there's only 3 shrimp left in the bag, don't just throw them in and overeat. They will be 3 shrimp that you will add next time you buy shrimp. Don't just make the whole package. Know your raw portions with your digital scale. And lastly, going toward taste and not being able to see flavor, well, you can taste flavor. So rather than season your entire pot of whatever you're cooking, put a little bit in a souffle cup, in a little ramekin first. Season that and taste it as a tester. When you like that, then you can add it, so you don't ruin the whole batch. Plus, this is going to cause you to taste as you go. So, stop guessing. Stop guessing at what's happening with your food. When you observe results and you purposely alter them for the next time, you're learning how to cook. So let's start with these few visual cues that I've told you about. You can stop guessing. You can be confident that what you see is what you believe. But once you believe it, you will see it for sure.